Grant, your thoughts on that one this afternoon?
Yeah, I thought the game was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Crewe are a team that play on transition. They have a mid to low block, and they try and break on a mistake. And obviously, the first goals come from that. It's just a long pass across the pitch. We try to nod one in, and they just break. We should defend it better. There's no question about that. But once or twice it happened to us in the game, and they got opportunities from it. But we knew we'd have loads of the ball. We knew we had to be good on the ball. And look, the game was what I thought it was, and we sort of, look, if I'm going to be honest with you, I think the last 20, 30 minutes there was only one team trying to win the game, and that's not me being disrespectful towards Crewe or Lee, because I like what they do, and well organised team and a good manager and a good coaching staff, but we went for the game there, and we're lucky not to win the game.
So how pleased were you following that kind of change of system after falling behind? How pleased were you how they went on and not only got the equaliser but really kept on the front foot? Well?
Absolutely, yeah. You could see we wanted to, the amount of balls we put in, chances we had. Joe Irons had a really good chance. We're all thinking goal, and then it comes back to Hursty, we're thinking goal. Ball Jordan puts in, Billy, the keeper's just got a nick on it. Usually Billy will nod that in. So we had some really good chances second half, particularly we went to 1-1. But it was nice to obviously see, we flipped Moles and Jordan just to try and get crosses in a wee bit more. Some crosses, it worked well for the goal, it nearly worked well for Billy's chance.
Does Joe put that ball in back in there if he's just done a bit more a strong goal scoring form? I
don't know. I think he's did everything right, isn't he? He's taken it away from the goalkeeper and he's just slashed at his chance. I think he's Joe's a top player. He just needs one to go in the net for him, and I think he'll go on a good run.
How do you look back on the first half? As you said, you saw an awful lot of the ball, but not a massive amount of chances in that. No,
and that's what they do. They're organised. They drop in. They have the 10 behind the ball. They try and just get across the pitch and stop passing lanes and trying to break. Break lines with passes. They try and stop that, and when you do and they try and nick it, they break. And they've got a bit of pace about them, obviously with Tracy and Holochak and things like that. But yeah, it was what I thought it was going to be, and it was one of them games where we had to be calm, we had to be patient. We didn't get the 3 points, but in the end we had to come back from 1-0 down to claim a point.
I'm going to ask you to kind of sum up how you feel about the results as a whole. You've talked about obviously being inside looking like most likely to win it, but how do you feel about coming away with a draw? I
think it's going to be a long season. I think there's going to be games where we're frustrated. I think teams know, that we are a team that wants to pass quick, play forward, try and get our attacking players onto the pitch, and when teams come here and sort of way and they did it last week against Gillingham, where they set back and they scored 2 on the break. We have to understand that we have to be clear and calm and good on the ball, and we were for the majority of the game today. The one moment we lose it, they break and they score. And like I said, although we could defend it better. But after that, I was pleased with the response. I said to the boys in there, the fact that you're pushing for the winner is what I want. There's no way we were settling for a point there by shutting up shop or anything like that. We wanted to try and get the next one.
Speaking of scoring on the break, how pleased are you with the manner of the equaliser?
Yeah, it was good. It was good play. Ball drops to Moles. I think Joe puts it out to Moles, Joe Sabara, and it's a good pass. Great touch from Hursty. And it's exactly what we know Kyle Hurst can do.
And say how pleased are you for him to get off the mark?
Yeah, really pleased. He's having to wait patiently for his opportunity because of the form of Molyneux and Gibson. It's another assist for Moles today. Jordan was excellent again. We've got good options. And
we saw Kyle playing that position down the middle in pre-season and impressing that one, and he came on and did it.
Yeah, he did. Him and the subs made a massive impact for us when they come on, and that's what we have here. We've got a really good squad that if we need to change the momentum of the game, then we can do.
Another blank midweek coming up. How will you use this next 7 days?
We'll just go back to the drawing board, back to the training ground, work for the next opposition. That's just the way we tend to work. So, like I say, we're a little bit frustrated we never got the 3 points today, but pleased with the response of the group.
And will that game come a good time for both James Maxwell and Zane Westbrook next week? So I'm playing in midweek in that closed doors game.
Yeah, Zane's had a little bit of a mishap. Nothing serious. It's going to keep him for too long, but just felt the stye again on Friday and walked in. We had a scan and everything's okay. So he'll hopefully crack up again next week. Maxie, look, it's just form. Brandon's been in good form. James understands it, and that's a competition we have.
going to ask you about Brandon, actually, because the last 3 games in particular really seems to have been a step up in performances.
Yeah, Brandon's a good player. So is Jack Senior. So is James Maxwell. We've got 3 very good left backs at this football club, and we always say if the boys are playing well and particularly in the full-back areas, then they keep the shirt. And listen, Brandon's been in good form, so hence why. Jack Senior on the bench, obviously Jack can cover 2 positions for us as well, centre half, left back, so we have to think about them things.